right, so tonight is a little bit different. We have a guest co-host tonight. So we have Joel and Kristina Bram, who you just recently met on their Community Spotlight series. We're here tonight because I have an idea, and I'm going to tell these guys on screen about my idea. And so we're going to get to watch them react to this idea. So you guys know that
this isn't the last idea you told us, or the 3 before that?
Well, she has a lot of ideas, rapid fire. It's like whenever you have those strips of firecrackers and you set them off and then they just all go really fast. That's how Jen's brain works.
Right, it just goes so fast.
Yes.
Love
if it means anything today, I got compared to Joel today. I'm going to...
Yes. So you guys are like the same person in like a really interesting way. But yes, keep going because this is a good one.
So,
Goodness.
Well, I like you and I like her.
So it means you're pretty awesome. I'm glad we figured that out.
So
like
Kristina...
hot tip to himself. You gotta love that.
So Kristina and I were talking earlier and she's like, oh my gosh, you're so much like Joel. And I'm like, how so? And she's like, well, you know, he has all these great ideas, but I've got to rein him in. And so from time to time, there's that moment where she just has to be like, okay, put the brakes on. And so, yes, these are great ideas, but someone has to execute them. So.
Sorry, you said you're done working and now ours are.
We need to let them know the pets episode was the other day.
All the pets have lost their minds. This is cracking me up with the pets.
Sorry.
We had a guest appearance by Teal's Hedgehog yesterday. It was a lot of fun.
I heard there was a hedgehog and I can't wait for that episode because she said that he was like, cute. She said he was active and like the star of the show. And I was like, how is a hedgehog? I want to see it just to know.
His little nose was like a little motor. It just would not stop. So cute.
He said he actually looked at the camera most of the time.
He did.
Her little nose. Sorry.
S'mores.
Sorry, S'mores. Yeah. If you're hearing this, I did not mean to misgender you.
Her
little nose was just going crazy. She was so cute.
All right. So I have an idea. And so you guys have actually heard me talk about this idea previously. So I would like to launch the Beyond the Brand series. But I would like Joel and Kristina to help Tasha and I do that.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, tell us more. What exactly, when you say Beyond the Brand, who are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Give us a little more.
There's a lot of different ways they can get involved. But the Beyond the Brand series is meant for smaller businesses to be able to showcase their stuff. Basically, we would be doing an interview style format, and they could do a 20 to 30 minute episode for a fairly affordable price and get on the podcast and get in front of a lot of people. In addition, they would have opportunities to maybe either submit a blog to that podcast episode, which would go on Learn to RV. So it could be like a dual hit, if that makes sense. Everybody said I should tell our company's story first. And
right.
But
I thought we were going to do this week, but you said not yet.
And I said
do
that
you want to tell us all why? Because I think it's I think people need to hear why.
So, I mean, for 13 years, we've been traveling. And for 13 years, I was not a creator. And so now that I have this great platform, I can elevate others. And I always like elevating others above myself. And so it's such a wild ride. You know, I get to be the backbone of Learn to RV. And I have a tool, a company that can drive that car, so to speak. And we all know that. But that being said, I don't think that RV Roofing Solutions has to be the first brand out of the gate. And I know you guys think that's crazy.
I mean,
come on.
You know.
I think it just speaks to the person that you are. Just hope that people know that that's the person that you are. And so I'm excited that they get to see that that's the person that you are, or hear that that's the person that you are. So,
and we already have a few companies lined up.
Yes.
So that's exciting. So we have a lineup. So, you know, but getting booked on that, we're going to need to create a form, Joel, you know, so that those people can come in and say, hey, I want to be on Beyond the Brand, but it's going to be a super limited series. So we have to decide which day that'll drop on, because I don't want that to drop on Mondays, because that's when the regular podcast airs. And initially when we discussed it, and we actually did one company in the Community Spotlight series spot. You know, Gabe came on with Tank Rangers and we did that one, but that one kind of got me thinking that dropping it during the Community Spotlight is not the right place for it. So what day do you guys...
Community Spotlight feels like it should talk about not that Gabe is not part of the community. He very much is, but it's such a great place for people to tell their stories. And
Yeah,
that's been such a heart tender place. So I think
I
you're
think-
right on the money with that.
I think the heart behind Learn to RV too is like making sure that everybody has a voice. And so having a specific place for those businesses and also keeping the place for the community members, I think it's great. I think it's going to do and fulfill so much of the heart that you have behind Learn to RV. So I think it's really great. It's going to be cool. We're excited to be a part of it too.
Absolutely.
Well, and I think the other side of it is it doesn't mean that community spotlight people can't talk about their business. It's just not going to be the main focus of that episode. So those community spotlight people that we give a free spot to may be the very businesses that are our first people that want to come on to share that side of the story. Because, I mean, let's be real here. While I would love if, Lippert or Dexter or one of the big companies said, hey, we want to pay you to be on the Community Spotlight series. The reality is this is pretty much going to be for the brands you don't know about yet, I think, more than anything.
I mean, unless Lippert wants to give us their money, and then come on over, Lippert.
Come on down, as they say in TV land.
And I want to keep it affordable. Right now, we're just starting this series. So there's an introductory rate for those businesses that's going to be super affordable. And I think you've got that on our pillar already, right?
Yep, I have it added on there so people get to go on. They can see exactly what they'd get. So, yeah.
And so tell us a little bit. So if you're new to the area, new to the community, what is Pillar? I mean, because it's kind of like, just a whole media kit, right?
Yeah, Pillar's really cool. We got introduced to it earlier this year. It's like a link in bio, but just like elevated. So you can actually sell products on there. You can share all of your bio information. And then the cool thing for content creators and for businesses as well, they have a media kit portion. So you can actually share all of your live statistics from all of your social media platforms. You can share brand collaborations you've done. And so with one click, you can send it to a business and they get all of your information. So no more having to update a paper one. A lot of people make them on Canva. So this is nice because it just auto updates. And yeah, it's a really great tool. It's pillar.io. But you can send you guys a link if you want one. I think we have like a discount code if people want it. So
very cool. Yeah. So, I mean, Beyond the Brand is to tell people stories of where they came from, where they're headed, and where they see themselves going next. And so some of those brands are going to be, brands that you maybe know and love. And some of them are going to be maybe some you've never heard of before. And so it's up to us to find them. Or if you're out there listening in the world of podcasting, if you're a brand looking for some exposure that is related to the RV industry, or not. I mean, I could see somebody that maybe has like a pet collar business that wanted to come on. I mean, I think it's anything that. So, I mean, what kind of brands would you guys like to see come on for this?
RV designers who renovate or organize RVs are good ones.
That would be really cool.
I'm trying to think of who we saw at the recent RV show, and some of those businesses that could get in front of even more of the community with Learn to RV, because see it as an opportunity, as you said, beyond the brand, looking for what was their heart, why'd they start it. There's honestly, there's some RV brands and companies out there that started for because they had a passion for RVs, they had a passion for travel first. And I want to hear that. I want to hear, I want to make sure that I'm going to support companies that have the same heart and passion that I do, rather than companies that just started it because they're like, oh yeah, we saw this niche that needed to be, reached and, saw dollar signs.
Right. Well, and I think that's it. I think I want the stories. And I guess that's what I'd like to say is, I don't want Beyond the Brand to just be a sales pitch. Like you can get that anywhere. And so I want it to be the story, the family story, the passion behind it, the heart of the community, and go beyond just the products they sell. They'll have the opportunity to share that, but it won't be the primary focus of it. And we'll always, of course, add the show notes and the links to it. That's the other questions. What day do we think is a good fit for that? I don't think Fridays or Saturdays, Tuesday or Wednesday, I think.
The thought is always like when people get bored at work, what do they, where
Monday
do they go?
At 9:30.
Monday and Tuesday's hard because everybody's trying to catch up from the previous week, and Fridays, they're trying to get out of there early. So midweek's a nice lull time. So that could work.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
no, that's a great idea. And I mean, like we could actually reach out to sporting companies, stuff like that, that, you know, have products and stuff where people use them. I mean, your kids are doing baseball this season. So, I mean, like, you know, that's a real thing. There's families on the road that do baseball. And so if we can somehow tie it back to the RV community, you know, because Learn to RV is for everybody. It's not just for the full-time RVers. It's for people that are part-time. It's for retirees. I could see a fly fishing company coming on board with us because that could be a really good one, and talk about, you know, how they got started.
Like anything that has to do, I think, with adventure is a good
Yeah.
one, you know?
Yeah.
Well, and I guess we could ask the audience, right, Tasha? I mean, like, what do they want to
Oh,
see?
yeah.
I mean, like, you know, so they could comment in where our Patreon group probably is our best way to do that, or the Facebook group.
Yeah, the Facebook group is always really open for that. I think on the Patreon group, the place would be to comment on this episode or to send us a message through Patreon. Another great way would maybe to be use the email that we've been using for if you have a story to share with us. Maybe they could also use that email at connect@learntorv.com.
Right.
That way, you know, maybe they've got like 14 really good business. Instead of making a really long Facebook post, they could just send them all in one email.
Yeah.
All right. So you don't think I'm crazy? Are you guys ready
No.
to do this?
Never. We are.
Absolutely.
We're excited. I think it'll be fun.
I love hearing the hearts of people. So I'm really excited.
Well, we're going to be at by this time this airs, we'll have been to another big rally. And so we'll ask around there. But at the same time, we'll do FaceTime with those companies, because I also think that's what's missing a lot of times in our communities is actually talking to the brands and their owners. And so I want Learn to RV to step up on that and not just send an email. There will be times we just send an email, but the reality is, you know, that one-on-one connection. And I know Joel and Kristina go to other events that we're maybe not at, and Tasha goes to other events that maybe we're not at. And so, you know, it's one of those things that I think that with the four of us, we could make this kind of a really great series.
Yeah.
Okay,
exciting.
so a
Yeah,
launch date for
definitely.
this series. Ready for that?
Ooh.
Yeah. So my handy dandy book, because I'm not one of those, you know. So I think that we
Can we
should.
add in a drum roll?
We could.
That wins. Do it
So
again.
I think the first one of these
Yours was better than mine.
should
Sorry.
probably. Oh, this is not a
Sing a
good
rap.
idea.
What?
So
Can I
sorry.
Well, focus. Your drummers are distracted. We're still in the drum line.
I think the first one should be on April 1st.
What's today? Nope, it's good. We got
April
you.
Yeah, we got
We got you, Jen. We got this. Have you had crazier ideas? Yes. This is good. We got this.
So no joke, April Fool's Day is the
Oh.
day that we're launching.
We should do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Okay,
No
and
joke.
so
Can the first company be a joke company? Is it like, is there a company out there that makes like the squirting flowers that can come
actually,
tell us
I
their
already have one
story?
in mind for this one, so I'm very excited
Okay.
about this one.
Oh.
This one is actually a big one, and you may see some of the same faces back for this one. So that will be the first one. That's your first hint. Kristina and Joel should know exactly what I'm talking about, but they can't tell you.
You don't know
Like,
anything.
there's more to.
I
Can you tell?
can't say a thing.
The second one, you have to be ready for the second one, because you're going to need to let that company know that we're going to
Yes.
air that one on the 8th, which will be
Okay.
a very important one, because your rig is all set up by then, and that'll give you plenty of time to get and Joel can help you get like the video cut footage. She can tell you.
Listen, I'm about to get real with you. Bringing the microphone in close. If my rig is not set up by the 8th, I'm never leaving the rig again, because I do not deserve to come outside. Okay.
It's only like 300 square feet. How have you not moved already? Come on, Tasha.
Listen,
I'm just kidding.
all I see are boxes everywhere.
Yeah.
So
I always tell people it's so surprising. We had to move out of ours for repairs twice. And the amount of stuff that came out of this tiny house is actually kind of
Oh my
impressive.
gosh.
How much junk we've been in here and are still underweight. Like, it's crazy.
If there is a company out there that moves people in and out of their RVs for repairs, for new moves, you should come on our show. We have a new segment. Please reach out to us at connect@learntorv.com.
Tasha will train you services for every.
I actually think, looking at the calendar, that we might have one every month in April. So that means May 1st.
You mean every week?
Every week in April.
Okay.
So yeah, every month in April.
Just
there
hit
we
the
go.
ground running. Love it.
So let's hit the ground
awesome.
running. So I mean, like that means that May is wide open right now. So if you're the first 4, hang on, that might not be right. So Wednesday, we'd have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, there's 4 Wednesdays in May. We will get you on that podcast episode for half price.
Ooh, and
So
honestly, it will be such a good spot because that's right before camping season starts. So it gives people time to
Yeah.
get whatever you're offering, get it in, get it set up, get ready to kick off their road trips in the summer. So those are
Yep.
actually really good spots, especially
Absolutely.
behalf.
all right. So this one will air at like the end of March. And so
Great.
that will kick off Beyond the Brand. And then we will go right into the businesses that are out there we're going to come on and support. Learn to RV and the direction we're going. And we can support them by bringing them more and more people. Are you ready?
Okay.
I'm ready for
We
this.
are ready.
Sounds
All
fun.
right. All right. Well, don't forget to like and subscribe. The series will be called Beyond the Brand, and it will be on YouTube and everywhere else we stream. And so it will be in another segment of Learn to RV, the podcast. So it's
And
not
share
a
this
brand.
episode with your business owner friends.
Yeah. Think bookkeeping. Think, maybe not bread makers. I don't know. That would be hard to catch
I
in
don't
an
know,
RV.
maybe. Don't rule anybody out.
No. So anybody can join that. So like, I mean, if it's a good fit, and it's affordably priced, and those first 4 people that sign up will get it for half price. So
Yes.
we can talk numbers. You can go on Pillar, look at what those numbers look like, and we'll come in at half price for those first 4. Awesome. We'll see you around the campfire. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit stop, Jennifer.